Welcome back everyone to Magius Plays Rayman Legends. Let me get this out right away. I love this game. It's not perfect, and there are some parts that I find rather irksome, but what there is to like, I thoroughly enjoy. Since the rest of this is going to be overwhelmingly positive, let's take a look at what I don't like first. The one thing that bothers me the least is the story. No, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad story, and the game doesn't really need that much of one. However, the story for the game is barren to say the least. It literally boils down to, the heroes took a nap, nightmares invaded, go and have an adventure. And nothing explaining why the teensies were captured, why the levels are represented by paintings, and why said paintings and extra heroes are locked behind teensy or loom blocks. You'll not notice it when playing, but it is something that sticks out when you look back on it. Then there's the difficulty of the endgame. Nearly all the game is beautifully handled, but there are a few levels, particularly in the invasion levels, that require such precision of movement that they become absolutely infuriating to try and complete. While I was able to get through most of them without much issue, there were two particular cases in my LP that took significantly longer to complete successfully. Finally, there are some of the controls. For the most part, the controls are great and handle the game nearly perfectly. However, there are a few issues that make the game less fun than it could have been. Let's take the swimming controls first. While the analog stick is pretty bad through the rest of the game, constantly causing you to slam to the ground when you don't mean to or otherwise messing up your movement, it is almost essential to successfully navigating the water sections in the game. The turns are simply too fast and tight in many cases for the D-pad to work properly. So if you're running on a system where you can only use one or the other at any given time, like what I have, it makes it difficult to seamlessly run a level. There's also a certain slipperiness when you're running in the game, where you don't always stop when or where you want to. Often it's better to just time your jump or run into the wall and jump off that than to take the couple of seconds it takes to stop and turn around. Too often you'll end up running into whatever object you're trying to avoid, and it just lowers my enjoyment of the game. Well, with that out of the way, what did I like about the game? First off, I love the music levels. While some of them don't particularly fit my tastes, Glue Glue and Orchestral Chaos in particular, they're tightly designed and a lot of fun to simply run through. The music is generally great, and the 8-bit remixes are overall extremely fun. Speaking of which, though they up the challenge pretty significantly, it just takes some practice to overcome the challenges, and you can always go back to the regular versions to get down the timing on the parts that are giving you trouble. The level design is also, overall, very solid. You can try to rush through as fast as you can, or you can go hunting for all of the teensies to further the game faster. There are very few cases where you can't find the teensies with a little bit of searching, and even then it's easy to find the information online if you just can't find them in the game itself. Finally, even though I kind of bashed them a little bit earlier, the invasion levels are also quite good. They provide a different take on the levels that they tie into, and are generally very well designed so you can dash through them with a fair bit of time to spare once you get down the particular moves that you need to get through them. Because of this, even though it does have some flaws, I definitely recommend this game to anyone who likes platformer games. It's a great entry into the genre and one that I thoroughly enjoy. So with that out of the way, I will see you all next time. Until then, Magius out.